Sorry guys, I'm about a minute. Sorry guys, I'm about a minute late. Um, but I got a call, so I had to get things set back how I wanted them. Um, so I'm going to be using my Braille Edge to do the first few questions that my friends have asked me. And after that, once a few people are in here, if you guys have questions for me, feel free to ask. So, I will start out with the questions I have on here, and then we will go to your guys' questions. What kind of weather does Minnesota have? In the summer, it's hot and humid, and in the winter, it's cold and snowy and icy. What is my favorite food? My favorite food is chicken Alfredo or shrimp Alfredo. What kind of cane do I prefer? I prefer a folding cane with a marshmallow tip, a rolling marshmallow tip. Next question. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is blue. What can I see? Well, I see something at 20 feet that someone with 20/20 vision would see at 500 feet. If it's big enough. But if it's small, I don't even see it at that far. When did I start YouTube, and what made me decide to start my channel? That question I'm gonna have to look up because I don't remember when I started YouTube. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm going to my YouTube. Hang on, I'm gonna try to find my old. I'm gonna try to find my oldest video. Hang on, I'm gonna turn the voiceover off and scroll all the way to my last video, or my first video, I should say, and we'll see what the date on it is. Ooh. No! Go away! There we go. Okay. Hang on, that's not the oldest video, but it's the oldest it'll let me access, so we'll go with that one. I've been doing YouTube for about 5 years. Good morning. And since we finally have one person here, I'm going to start back from the beginning. What kind of weather does Minnesota have? In the summer, it's hot and humid, and in the winter, it is cold, snowy, and icy. What is my favorite food? Chicken Alfredo. What kind of cane do I prefer? I prefer a folding cane with a rolling marshmallow tip. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is blue. What can I see? If it's big enough, I can see something at 20 feet that someone with 20/20 vision can see at 500 feet. But if it's small, I probably won't see it until I'm probably about 2 to 3 feet away from it. When did I start YouTube, and what made me decide to start my channel? Well, the oldest video it'll let me access is a video with Thomas about 5 years ago, but I think I've been doing YouTube for 5.5 to 6 years, approximately. but I couldn't find the exact date that I started. But what made me start YouTube was I wanted to show people that just because someone's visually impaired doesn't mean they can't do things for themselves. Because I do a lot of things for myself. Next questions. Do I have a favorite video on my channel? Honestly, I like them all. The ones where I'm depressed are hard to watch, but I like them all because they all serve a purpose. The depression ones show that depression is real and it's not just sadness. It's an actual condition. What is my favorite dessert? My favorite desserts would have to be cheesecake, pumpkin pie, French silk pie, and tiramisu. Keep in mind, I don't eat them very often. Do I like coffee? If so, what kind? I used to not be picky about coffee until it started not agreeing with me and giving me the runs. But if I drink iced coffee and only a little bit at a time, I can drink iced coffee. So if I even have coffee, it'll be iced coffee. What is my favorite place to eat out? My favorite place to eat out would be probably Perkins. What is my favorite lotion? I have two favorite lotions. One is like a berry scent. I can't remember if it's like raspberry or another berry. And the other one is called Sweet Pea. What is my favorite soda? I actually have a soda here. I'll show it to you. Diet Pepsi. All the way. What is my favorite place to visit? Like on vacation, for example? Well, in 2004, I went to Spain. And while it was beautiful, it's so expensive to go there. So that is not my favorite place to visit. My favorite place to visit would probably be California. What is my favorite music and why? My favorite music, I don't just have one favorite. I have a few different favorites. I like country. I like pop. Those would probably be my two favorites. What is my favorite candy? These candy bars called Bueno bars. Oh my god, they are so delicious. How did I learn how to use the iPhone, Mac, and Apple Watch? Well, as far as the iPhone goes, I had a iPod Touch before I got my iPhone. And how you navigate the iPod Touch and how you navigate the iPod Touch and how you navigate the iPhone are very similar. How I learned how to use the Mac? State Services for the Blind got that for me. So, they taught me how to use a lot of the different features on it. Because I knew nothing about how to use a Mac. So that's how I learned how to use the Mac. But as far as the Apple Watch goes, I taught myself how to use the Apple Watch. It's not difficult. Especially once you know how to use the iPhone. Because a lot of the gestures on the iPhone are the same as on the Apple Watch. Do I prefer my Brailler or my Braille Edge for notes? It kind of depends on what note I'm taking. If I'm taking notes at an appointment, like I have to take a medication so many times a day for X amount of days. And then I have to take that medication for X amount of times a day for X amount of days. I'm not going to lug my Brailler to a doctor's appointment. I'll use my Braille Edge. Now, if it's a note I need to see, like, to remember to do it, I'll use my Brailler. Or I'll use a pen and paper. What kinds of music do I like? Well, as far as just like them, I like some rock and I like some rap, but they're not my favorite. What do I like to do in my free time? Well, I like to do videos for you guys. That's one of the things I love doing in my free time. I love listening to audiobooks. And I love playing with my Barbies that I have disabilities, and I love playing with my doll that I have that I play with on videos for you guys sometimes. Next. Do I prefer 2 or 3 wheeled bikes if I am biking? I prefer 3-wheel bikes. However, I did have a 2-wheel bike at one point in my life. I cannot balance on them as well as I can a 3-wheel bike. That 3-wheel bike just gives me a little extra balance so I don't fall over. What do I like better? Tootsie Rolls or Rolos? It depends on my mood. But a lot of the time, I will choose Tootsie Rolls. Every once in a while, I'll choose Rolos. What hot beverages do I like? Well, I can't drink hot coffee because it gives me the runs. So I like hot tea and hot chocolate. Why do I prefer diet over regular pop? I will tell you the story of why I started drinking diet pop and stuck with it. A few years ago, it turns out I was pre-diabetic. And I was drinking regular pop at that time. So, I decided why not give diet pop a try. I did. I liked it, so I made it my pop of choice. And just making that one simple switch helped get rid of the pre-diabetes. So why not drink it? What is my favorite tea? If I have a sore throat, it's throat coat tea. But if I don't have a sore throat, and I'm trying to go to sleep, it's chamomile tea. But if I'm not trying to go to sleep, it's like a green tea. So it depends on the situation as far as what my favorite tea is. When it is cold, do I prefer jeans or sweats? Sweats all the way, they're warmer. Have I ever tried eggplant parmesan? This question is from my friend Thomas, who is in the comments right now. And the answer is no, I have not. It sounds like it would be interesting to try, so I'd like to try it. I mean, I like trying new foods as long as they're not spicy. But as of today, I have not tried it. What is my favorite kind of burger? That would have to be a mushroom and Swiss. Do I like sweet potato fries or regular fries better? That's a good question. I actually like them both. I don't know which one I like better though. The one I have more often, because I have the ability to have it more often, is regular fries, but I do like sweet potato fries also. What length of cane or coat do I prefer? I prefer it to cover a good at least part of my legs, so I prefer longer coats over shorter coats, because with winter in Minnesota it's cold and shorter coats just don't seem to do it for me. What is my favorite season? Probably summer, because it's nice out. What length of cane do I prefer? Well, it has to be at least 56 inches, or I end up kicking it out of my way. And if I kick it out of my way, it does me no good. What is my favorite hairstyle when cold or hot? So if it's cold out, I usually just do a ponytail unless it's a holiday. Then I'll do my hair special for that. But if it's hot out, I'll do braids, I'll do buns, I'll do braids and then buns. So I do more styles when it's hot out than I do when it's cold out, because I want my hair to more cover my neck when it's cold out than I do when it's hot out. What is my favorite sport? My favorite sport, and then on the other end, what is my least favorite sport? Okay, the least favorite is easier to answer than my favorite. So I'm gonna say my least favorite is track and field, because that was hard for me. But I'd have to say my favorite was swim team. What are 3 tips for getting around safely as a visually impaired person in the winter? 1, if you have a cane, use it. 2, don't take giant steps. Take little itty bitty steps. Because that's going to prevent you from slipping on the ice more. 3, if you can get those things with the little spikes that go on your shoes, get them. They're a game changer. Do I prefer dresses or shorts when it is hot? Dresses all the way. What is my least favorite food? Definitely shrimp. Not shrimp. Clam chowder, because I do not react well to that. Hang on, I have a comment. Well, to answer your question, right now I'm using my iPhone, but I'll either use my iPhone or my MacBook computer. I don't have any special cameras. However, I do have a tripod that I'm using. And the tripod is a Sensein tripod. I had this brand before, but it was a different style, and I love their tripods. They are so good. They're so durable. So if you have a YouTube channel and you're looking for a good tripod, try the Sensein brand. Grace, do you have any more questions for me? Otherwise I have 3 more that that my friends and I came up with that I can answer. What animal or bug am I allergic to? That would be the honeybee. What common household cleaner am I allergic to? Bleach. What medication am I allergic to? That would be Chantix. Does anybody have any more questions for me? Please feel free to put them down below, and I will answer them. Minutes for questions. My favorite, and in case you guys are wondering, my favorite animal is a horse. I definitely recommend the Sensein brand to anyone wanting to get a tripod. Their tripods are so good, and so durable. I had mine for probably 2 years before it accidentally broke, but I was trying to collapse it when it broke. But this one I think will be more durable. because the little pieces that help it hold together aren't so flimsy. Anybody have any more questions for me? Quick question, is the music too loud? I can't tell because I'm the one doing the video, so I can't tell how loud it is on your guys' end. Well, since nobody has any more questions for me, I will end this. But if you guys come up with any more questions for me, please feel free to put them in the comments of my videos, and I will collect them for another Q&A. Thank you for the people who showed up to watch. I appreciate you. And to the people who watch this back, thank you for watching it back as well. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.